Imagine this, a nation long written off as poor by the world, standing at the crossroads of history, a land where dusty tracks cut through endless villages, where mothers carry produce on their heads for miles, and where the rainy season swallows entire roads, leaving communities isolated for weeks. Now picture this same nation, Burkina Faso, attempting the unthinkable, building 1,000 kilometers of road, not with foreign contractors, not with giant bulldozers, not with Western loans dripping in interest, but with bare human hands, sweat, and an ancient African principle of unity. The world scoffs. Impossible, they say. Backwards, they sneer. But President Ibrahim Traoré is not listening. He knows something the world has forgotten. True power is not in machines, but in people. And this is the story of how Burkina Faso is rewriting the rules of development. For decades, Africa's roads have been built as monuments to dependency. Foreign companies arrive with imported machinery, imported engineers, imported materials, even imported food for their workers. Local people watch from the sidelines, powerless. And when the projects are complete, the companies leave. The roads, gleaming at first, soon crack under the rains. Potholes appear. No one trained the villagers to repair them. No one taught local engineers to maintain them. The millions spent vanish, and the communities remain trapped, dependent once again on outside help. This cycle has strangled Africa for generations. It is a cycle of dependency, a cycle of silence, a cycle where aid cripples more than it heals. But Ibrahim Traoré asked a question that shook the old order. Why must Africa always beg to move forward? Why can't we build with what we already have? The answer came from the soil of Burkina Faso itself, from an idea older than colonization, older than European blueprints, a word in the Maure language, Do-Nou. It means, let's do it together. Do-Nou is not just a method, it is a philosophy, a heartbeat of African life. It is the tradition of neighbors harvesting each other's fields, of communities raising homes side by side, of villages facing hardship, not as individuals, but as one body. President Traoré took this spirit and lifted it to a national scale. He asked not what foreign companies could do for Burkina Faso, but what Burkina Faso could do for itself. The plan? A nationwide mobilization. Villages, students, farmers, teachers, engineers, everyone contributing to build a 1,000-kilometer network of roads, using local soil, local stones, local sweat, and local pride. Skeptics laughed. Hand-built roads in the 21st century? That's madness. But the genius of the Do-Nou method is its realism. Heavy machines are rare and expensive. Imported asphalt costs fortunes, but Burkina Faso has something more valuable than all the steel in the West. Millions of determined hands bound by dignity. Villages are divided into sections of road. Government technicians provide basic training, how to compact laterite soil, how to shape drainage ditches to resist floods, how to lay gravel for strength. Women carry stones, men hammer foundations. Children, under guidance, bring water and tools. Engineers supervise. And slowly, meter by meter, road by road, a nation begins to rise, not through loans, but through labor. But here's the truth. The project is about more than roads. It is about ownership. Every shovel of soil, every stone placed is an act of resistance. It says, this is ours. This is our sweat. This is our dignity. And something begins to shift. Villages who once saw themselves as forgotten now stand taller. They are not waiting for Paris or Washington. They are not waiting for corporations. They are building with their own hands, their own future. Markets open because traders can finally reach towns. Children reach schools without trudging for hours in mud. Mothers reach hospitals in time to save lives. And all of it, built not with begging bowls, but with bare African strength. The Do-Nou project also unleashes hidden power. Local businesses thrive, selling food, tools, and materials to the work crews. A blacksmith finds new customers. A tailor sells uniforms. A farmer doubles his income supplying yams and rice. Even more, knowledge spreads. Every young person trained in this method becomes a builder of the future, able to repair, to teach, to multiply the skill across villages. This is not charity. This is capacity. Burkina Faso has turned what the West called a weakness, its lack of modern machines, into its greatest weapon. Human capital, united. But make no mistake, the world is watching. Western contractors, long profiting from Africa's dependency, see a threat. If Burkina Faso succeeds, other nations will follow. Mali, Niger, Chad. Why should they beg for aid if their people can build with their own hands? Traore's roads are not just physical, they are symbolic. Every kilometer is a slap in the face of colonial thinking. Every bridge is a statement, we will not kneel. And this is only the beginning. The philosophy of Do-Nou, community-driven, locally resourced, sustainable, can transform more than roads. Imagine irrigation systems built by farmers themselves, houses without crushing foreign debt, sanitation systems, schools, even renewable energy grids crafted with African ingenuity. The road is only the first step towards a continental rebirth. Brothers and sisters, what Burkina Faso teaches us is simple yet revolutionary. Development is not something done to a people. It is something done by a people. These roads are not just dirt and stone. They are veins of dignity, carrying the lifeblood of independence. They are symbols of a nation rising from its knees. And as each kilometer is laid, the spirit of Africa itself whispers, we are capable. We are strong. We will not be silent. We will rise. So when you see the image of villagers in Burkina Faso, women with baskets of gravel, men with shovels, children handing water, you are not seeing poverty. You are seeing power. A new kind of power, not the power of money, not the power of machines, but the power of people who believe in themselves. And if this spirit spreads, if Do-Nou becomes Africa's heartbeat, then the world must prepare for something unstoppable, a continent finally writing its own destiny. Because in the end, this is not just a road, it is a revolution. It is the road of dignity, and it begins, stone by stone, hand by hand, in the heart of Burkina Faso.